Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Faith Woodard.
And I'm Rolly Hoyt. In just 5 days, I think right here from our studio, we'll be able to hear the thousands of fans cheering on the Razorbacks because football is back.
THV 11's Rebecca Brown joins us live at War Memorial Stadium tonight. Rebecca, Razorback fans have been talking about this game for months, so what can they expect?
Yeah, Faith and Rolly. Well, they can expect to set those alarm clocks a little bit early because the game got bumped up to noon due to the heat concern for this weekend. So War Memorial just wanted to keep the fans and players safe. Woo Pig Suey will be the chant of the day on Saturday as Razorback fans get ready to flood War Memorial Stadium.
It's the first game of the year. We're expecting a really big crowd, and we're super excited.
Stadium manager John Latch says War Memorial can seat up to 54,000 fans, and with that many people super close in the heat, safety is always a concern.
The University of Arkansas wanted to move the game up because of the heat coming up this weekend, so we are preparing for that. We did move the game to 12 o'clock because of the heat.
But there's a saying that says better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late, and that's what fans and players need because this stadium can hold some heat.
The wind doesn't circulate as much in the bowl as it does outside, and so, the heat does kind of intensify when you're inside the stands.
Latch says to keep traditions alive of having Razorback fans dressed in red and white, hydration and a cool breeze can help.
We have water fountains throughout the entire stadium, and then we have 2 first aid stations with water in case, if fans probably get too hot. And then we'll, like I said, we have the cooling station out on the golf course. So we're trying to be prepared and proactive for this heat.
He says they're also allowing fans to bring empty water bottles inside.
So you can fill up at our water fountains when you come in. You're allowed to bring in an empty bottle. Just make sure it's empty. And then, the concourse does get warm.
And after you take that ice cold sip, you can sit back, take in the view, and enjoy the game.
The tradition of games in War Memorial has just always been great, and the tailgating's it's just a fun atmosphere.
Latch also says War Memorial has a new weapons detection system which will detect weapons before you enter the stadium, and this is to ensure that everyone attending has a safe and fun game. And don't forget, they do also have a clear bag policy. Woo Pig Suey, Rebecca, live in Little Rock. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Rebecca. Now, Sam Pittman, the head hog himself, never one to pass up a chance for a tailgate, did call the chance to tailgate a little shorter today. What's best for the fans when asked about it earlier?
Oh, I'm not worried about tailgating. I can tell you that. And that's going to make people mad, but I don't care. We're trying to do what's best for our team, what's best for the fans.